All right. Hey, everybody. It's Shane here.
And I'm Carrie.
All right. So, hey, we're going to be actually sitting here kind of talking to each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're actually face to face. This is remarkably unusual.
It is strange, isn't it? All right. So, hey, anyway, welcome to Daily Astrocat.com. This is the weekly astrology report, okay?
So today we're going to dive into the sun in Gemini. We're coming up on June. It's that season. So what is this going to do for us, especially where we're just coming off of that new moon in Taurus? So we're going to discuss Jupiter and Taurus a bit more, and we're going to discuss how to use the first 3 days of the week coming up to maximize our returns.
Yeah, it's a really good period right there. Look, the Sun sextile Mars and Mars square Jupiter are topics we're also going to need to discuss this week. And we're going to close out the week with the Venus-Uranus sextile. We're also going to discuss changes with our presentation, kind of like this, and our formats, okay?
And we do this because, you know, it may actually relate to what's going on in your life. If we're reformatting, maybe there's something you need to reformat.
Oh, there's definitely something you should be reformatting, but this is particular to my chart. But anyway, hey, welcome to the Lunar Weekly Astrocat Preview. It's time to concentrate and focus. Intentions set, our intentions well met.
I love that. So, first we're talking about Uncle Dog, right?
Yeah, he did have an accident.
So, Mr. Booker T, Uncle Dog, had an accident that was really unnerving. He's progressing from it, but his food and water intake definitely needs some improvement.
Because of the nature of his injury, we can't take any chances with him jumping on his own. That means I got to sleep very awkwardly while watching over him.
Yeah, I could really indulge in this whole issue a lot more, but I'm going to keep it brief. It just, he's been taking up a lot of our time, but he's decided he likes us and has no intentions of going anywhere, which is good because we like him an awful lot too.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, let's go.
So Gemini season, as we know, is the end of spring. It's commencement season, speeches abound. Hey, who would have thought this has something to do with astrology?
Hey, look,
Mercury, it really does.
Mercury is the governor of words, like the governor.
The governor.
Except in commencement speeches, it isn't about, I'll be back. It's about, I'm out of here, bye.
Peace out, moving forward.
Exactly. It's like, deuces. All right. So, look, future plans are revealed, discussed, and we begin moving in separate directions.
It is so funny how that works. So the focus of the season isn't accidental or coincidental at all. It's by cosmic design that these events all come together. So we want to discuss June brides.
Oh, more beginnings and definitely more ritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it any surprise that the Magician is the tarot card for Mercury?
So how does that correlate with the
ritual?
Oh, just a
The
ritual.
ritual of magic.
Okay.
The 4 items laid out. The wand, as above, so below.
Okay.
Heaven and earth and all of that stuff, all uniting together in that one card.
Okay.
This contrasts with the beginning of the Aries season. Actions define the beginning of that season. The Gemini season uses ritual and words to manifest the embarkation on these rites of passage. Let's face it.
I still kind of feel like we skipped over like the June brides thing.
Not necessarily. Not everyone gets married in June.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Look, the ritual is the same. Okay, it's the same ritual. It's the same thing. It's the gown. It's the pomp. It's the circumstance. It's speeches. It's the best man getting up and the glasses tinkling and telling a funny story.
And it's still me not being able to get beyond the historical thing to point out that there was something about bad luck about getting married before midsummer.
True.
That was, yeah.
True. Look, I understand that. And, look, even with our impromptu Aries wedding, we still had to have dates booked. There was a standard ceremony. It involved an exchange of rings, and there were words spoken. But that was before we trashed our tax filing status for the lawyers.
No, I mean, that could have been for other reasons. We got to see what comes up next year. But what does this all have to do with Gemini season?
Listen, it's spoken words. That's what defines these events.
Okay.
There's certificates. There's documents. There's forms that have to be signed.
There's the tools of the ritual.
The communication. There's the ritual. Guest logs. Lists of speakers.
I mean, there's no guest log for us.
No, but...
Yeah, well, now that you mention it, weddings in general do seem very Gemini-focused. Like, Unless it's late June, then like the entire freaking family is going to get
Well,
involved.
that's Cancer for you, and that's what you want to avoid, okay?
Yeah.
So it is words and documents, final exams for underclassmen. Hey, it's knowledge, right? Seeking summer employment, all while looking forward to some time off as well.
Wait, work and time off? How do you suppose people pull that one off?
Very mercurial, isn't it? It's all different directions. That's what Mercury is famous. That's what Gemini is famous for, especially.
All right. It's funny. It seems like I'm kind of looking at some of that myself.
But you can
this
do
year,
that
potentially.
Now, how do you pull it off? By planning and being careful.
Yeah.
Because Gemini is also the co-ruler of Virgo. Is also the ruler of Virgo.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
There's a little bit of bleed over from the two.
Yeah.
The sign of the
applying it to my own situation.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Now, the sign of the twins has a duality to it. Both Virgo and Gemini are mutable signs that occur at the end of the season. Ritual beginnings at the end of 2 cycles. Think about it. They bookend the summer season. Gemini is the carefree end beginning and / beginning, and Virgo is more the serious end of summer as we prepare for the coming academic year.
All right. So we can kind of imbue our communications with these Gemini properties, right? The only thing we have to be cautious of is to remain on task and not deviate. The ritual must be observed for it to fully realize what's being manifested.
Okay, look, that's going to bring us to our new moon in Taurus, okay? We're definitely in that conservative mood, are we not? Consider that moon is an extension of the Taurus season. It is a filter that will impose a bit of order on the mercurial nature of the undisciplined mind.
The undisciplined mind?
Yeah, the undisciplined mind. Well, that's what a Gemini mind is very much scattered. You know, the season can be very scattered. All right?
All right, so this is where Jupiter and Taurus will come into play. We've got some seriously good juju behind these intentions and a very long time to have this all ultimately play out. Focus on the outcome you want. Plan ahead. This is like a generational opportunity.
Once every 20 years. Okay.
And even still, you might want to consider an astrologer if you want to know more about this event, how this event is going to affect you. We kind of touched on this briefly with regards to our own transits and our own charts last week, right?
It was last week.
That was pretty fun, actually.
All right. So, hey, look, for me, this is a big deal, okay? There's a big change at the beginning of this cycle, as my 12th house Pluto will be trine with Jupiter in the early part of this transit. Intriguing, right?
Tell me more.
Look, at the end of this week, we're beginning a new chapter in this epic journey we've been on. We're going to be starting our 7th year here at DailyAstrocat.com. 7 years, okay? There's going to be some big changes next week.
Yay! Last week we talked about evolution, so I guess that's kind of what this is.
Yeah, we eliminated temporarily the standalone weekly video in favor of a longer podcast covering roughly the same material. The weekly preview, but with a lot more astrology and backing information thrown in. We will be discussing aspects and events directly between ourselves, Shane and Carrie.
So I really do have mixed feelings over the not having the vocal characterizations anymore, because there's been so many creative stories over the years, and the planets evolving into characters just like the cats did. I miss that. That was kind of my jam, but at the same time I really did appreciate the idea behind the changes, just because it's much crunchier information. It makes me look down the road and say oh, maybe we can make the cats a separate cartoon or something that kind of just alludes to the astrology, but not.
Okay, so I had an explanation for all this, and that was okay. So anyway, look, those cat illustrations and stuff, we're there to help develop the astrology along. They provided metaphors that were in the background. I think it was helpful to have the stories of both the planets and the cats.
Yeah.
It helped me develop as an astrologer, and it made the lunar focus of Daily Astrocat much more evident, because the cats would describe the emotions through their actions and their reactions
Yeah.
to each other. Or the planets would do the same. The emotions of the day were there. They just weren't spelled out in great detail.
Yeah. So it was kind of up to the viewer to kind of interpret themselves. But
It was metaphorical stories.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, but you never spell things out in detail. So and what if we were to just do a monthly show with the cats?
I don't know if I'd have time to do that. We have a long way to go. It's all about engagement and listenership from this point on. It's got to have that material basis behind it. It can't just be ideas drawn out into the ether with nobody paying attention to them. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't... Hang on. Okay, great. All right. So we're going to have to develop a few business sensibilities along the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
The important thing to remember is that we're still going to be fun.
Are we? Are you sure?
Not right now.
Are you sure?
Not with this friggin' mouse.
You're not taking things too seriously?
Oh, the mouse is driving me nuts, okay? We're upping the informational content in order to assist everyone in understanding our astrology. Besides, what else would I do with my free time?
You could be making music.
Well, when we first began, there was music in every episode, so there.
Yeah, I kind of really missed that. That's
All right.
another thing.
Look, the main takeaway from all of this is that we committed ourselves to a new delivery method back in late March, just
Yes,
as
we
the
did.
Aries season began.
Yep.
A few small personal financial gains followed, and believe me, they were very small. But it occurred as we began tweaking the actual audio quality to get it ready for podcasting. Now that we feel like we have all this stuff together, we're set and ready to commit and deploy some of these changes.
So look for us on social media now. This guy over here has us on TikTok.
All right, until it's banned.
What happened with that thing where they were going to ban TikTok?
They did. They banned it in Montana.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, but that's Montana.
I mean,
Montana's like, you go there for dental floss. That's it. All right.
For dental floss?
Yes.
Is there really an... I have to know.
If you have to ask, then you don't know. It's just, if you know,
Anyways,
bless you. If you
okay.
don't,
I'll find out later. He's
Frank
just going to roll his
Zappa.
eyes at
Okay,
me.
that's only two words I have
Christ's
for you.
sakes.
Okay.
All right.
Dental floss, Frank Zappa.
All right.
Routinely, randomly search it. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, let's discuss the upcoming week. Let's discuss your upcoming week. How's that?
Yeah. So this week's kind of going to be backwards, or the weekend. It's kind of going to be backwards, right? So it's the week before the holiday in the U.S. We've got the holiday coming up next weekend, and we're going to be able to take care of any business that is near and dear to our hearts, both on Monday and Tuesday before the holiday.
It's crazy, right? The moon begins in Gemini. Inquiring minds, they're going to want to know. What are they going to want to know? What else can we do to further our one thing? Am I an astrologer or a musician?
Both.
A healer or a seer?
Both.
A painter or a graphic artist?
Maybe both.
Look, that's all of you. That could be all of you, okay? Whatever your jam is for creativity, that's where you want to focus your output, okay? Go ahead.
So if you focus on your output, the answers are going to fall into place. Your job is to make that one thing your business. It really is that simple. Unify the various threads to make a stronger offering.
The Cancer moon will help us see what is ours and assist in devising the plan to see that Jupiter and Taurus will be off to a great start.
The moon's going to end the week in Virgo. And talk about a working holiday, right? Virgo moon. Some folks are going to be visiting their vacation homes. Fun, fun. There will be no shortage of tasks to organize and do.
That's right. Open it up, clean it up, dust it down, get rid of the dead flies, all that stuff. Yay. All right, so easy. Hey, remember to plan ahead. Planning is everything. Use the Leo moon for a bit of spontaneous output. Put your stuff out there. Expand to another channel if you must. Just remember that it is all in support of your one thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that Leo moon can bring about so many things. Confidence and courage are the things that everyone could it seems like just about everyone could always use a bit more of. So many ideas are coming to us. Like, how can we slow down the pace?
Well, hey, this was brought about by eclipses and a stellium in Taurus. going after this goal, you're going to go after this goal in true Taurus fashion. Don't give up.
A degree of persistence this will require. You got me talking like Yoda now?
No, I would have to talk like Yoda and do the Grover Monster and Yoda voice.
Let's hear it.
Oh, no, you don't want to hear it. A
Yeah, let's
degree
hear
of persistence this will require. Okay. So that was just an awkward break that appeared, and I left it in. Yay, serendipity.
Yay! We like serendipity.
All right. Okay, Sun-Mars sextile is where we begin on Monday. Those things you need to get done, you got to get it done.
Get it doing.
Get it going. Okay, get going. We have a great chance to position ourselves in this world. Set yourself apart and rise above your competition.
Will everyone be able to do this?
No, not everyone's so driven. Okay, look, if you're not reminded of this stuff every day, you'll just go through it, making peanut butter sandwiches, clean it up after your mess, putting the paper towel, if you're lucky, in the trash.
God, can we not
instead of leaving it in the damn sink like some people do. Okay, look, it's time to pursue that goal in a new and vibrant way. It is also strong enough this week, this vibe is strong enough to support an entirely new set of ideas as well. Think about that.
Okay, because we're out of the nothing new period with Mercury being back direct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how so?
The Venus and Uranus sextile will make this a good week for the out-of-the-box investment.
Out of the box urinal.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, that's what the cats do when they hang their butts over the side and they think they're in the litter box. It's an out-of-the-box investment.
Oh, my God.
Fortunately, we have a mat there that takes all their abuse. It doesn't get into the rug. All right. But the real key to this week is the Mars-Jupiter 90-degree square. It sounds dreadful, but it's nowhere near that.
Yeah,
okay?
you said it could be bad in natal charts and things
Some
like
natal
that.
charts, it could be a little bit of source of tension.
Create a
Stuff
challenge.
Like that. It is the self-confidence boost that we all need. We can do this. We have the ability to overcome the challenges that we have set before ourselves, okay? We can do this, and we have that ability. Now, let's get started, and let's begin.
So how does the Mars-Jupiter square say that, like, to you, just off the cuff?
Well, it's that, it's the...
Like, despite being a square, despite being the challenge.
Look, you're going to have to overcome yourself. You're going to have to actually do this stuff to make it happen. We can't sit here and talk about it anymore. There's got to be little things moving in the background that's getting the word out there, that's bringing more people to us. And when we're doing that, that is our challenge. That's what it's going to do. And once we put ourselves up against that challenge, it's going to bring in the good stuff that Jupiter has going for it. And where's Jupiter right now? In Taurus. So that's what we're bringing to us by putting this effort out there. And the effort's in Leo. So you know what that means? Out there. Out there.
It's got to be shiny.
It's out there.
It's got to be flashy.
It's got to be through the words. It's got to be through what we have. It's got to be broadcast out there. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thanks.
All right. So we're moving on to the best days of the week. And hopefully you guys can kind of apply what we're doing here to your own struggles, your own endeavors. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what the point of it is.
So our best days of the week. Y'all ready? The best day for love.
It's Friday. Strike up that relationship with that kinky banker, okay?
Kinky banker?
Yeah. Who knew that Taurus could have this kind of secret? Huh? Who knew? Your astrologer, that's who for one. Look, Venus can be complicated in even the driest of signs, okay? Could have some Pluto stuff going on. You could have some other stuff going. You could have some Scorpio things happening. You just don't know, do you? Don't know until you try. All right. Friday's the day to try that.
So Chuckles, the one with all sorts of like Scorpio undersigns. All right. So the best day for business then.
It's Tuesday. What can a desire to overcome your competition do for you?
Oh, tons of Scorpios.
The sky's the limit. All you have to do is try.
Oh, crap.
We've been winging this for too long.
The Leo thing and the trying. Oh, God, help us. So the best day for health?
It's Tuesday. Tuesday's a busy day this week. That Mars-Jupiter square is going to whip you into shape if you let it.
Please
if you let it. All right?
I could carry on with that, but I won't. The best day for transformation?
Tuesday. The week isn't really this imbalanced, though. Everything is Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. This Jupiter-Mars square was the wake-up call that everyone needs. Wake up and go kick some butt, okay? Seriously, just wake up. Wake up and get it done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get lost in the hyperbole either. Put forth your best effort, and you can tap into this energy that's all around us in abundance, You don't have to think that you've got the best or whatever. Just start, okay? That's what we don't want to get lost in. We don't want it to have it be, it's the best of the best of the best. No, it doesn't have to be the best of the best of the best. It has to be you. It has to be genuine, and it's got to be something that you truly want to put out there to help other people, because that's the only way that your art is going to get disseminated. If it's tasteful, it helps other people, makes them feel better, gives them context and meaning to their lives in the times that we're in, okay?
Yeah, hey, we kind of discussed a bit of that this morning.
Yes, we did.
Good work. It really is the time to kind of just look around and survey what works and what doesn't, as we were kind of just getting into. Our changes this coming week and the following weeks are going to make this really clear.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Get through this all together. Do everything you're supposed to do. Like, follow, hit the bell, share, do whatever you have to. Get the word out there for us, and we will put the more words out there for you, okay?
All right. Show us some love and talk to us, guys. And we want to know how your week is going.
Talk to us, and we will talk back to you.
Yes. We hope you worked your magic. Feed us some feedback. It's daily-astrocat.com by Stella on Facebook.
Yes, that's one place where you'll find us, but you'll find us all over the place. Hey, like we said, we're about to enter our 7th year of producing astrological content.
Woo!
Now think about it. They tell you that every 7 years stuff changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your whole body, every cell in it has been replaced over 7 years.
That's
basically.
pretty nifty. I love that.
All right. So now you think about it. It's our 7th year. Our system and stories have stood the test of time. Oh, yes, they have. I can't tell you how many times I've been right. Okay. Pandemic, nailed it. Elections, nailed them. And that's not even my focus, okay? My focus is not on that stuff, but if it's a question that's nagging in the back of my head, I've been able to answer a lot of those questions with astrology. And there's some really fun, different ways that we were doing it, okay? Now, we're going to take some of that insight and present it as usable knowledge for you. So if you wanted to look more into this astrology stuff, you can too.
Cool. As much as it kind of sounds like you're tooting your own horn with saying that, I was accurate about the corona and election, and I would actually really love to go back and hear like what kind of alluding you did to.
I showed you the coronavirus one. I showed you the election one.
I don't even remember. Well, how long ago was that?
That was at the start. That was at the end of 2019.
But anyway,
when the coronavirus was, and that was just basically a story saying that Pluto was rendered powerless about something. All he has left is a virus. And that was on December the 3rd week of December in 2019. You can go back and look it up.
That's friggin' sick.
Mm-hmm. It's also true. So anyway.
Because this is all stuff that he would always write a couple weeks ahead. Mm-hmm. In any case, that is some curious accuracy. I think the intuitive way you kind of let the charts tell the story for you is key. It's not about like specific stuff. It's a totality. It's the whole picture. It's kind of like, what preceded this, what forces were in play, how the residual energies are going to linger, and how they transmute like around each other. Kind of separates you from every other astrologer because they're just taking that one moment in time, whereas you're taking a much fuller picture, and it's kind of it's trippy, just like a lot of the music, because it's kind of like, it's more like a lava lamp in action than just like one little plucking guitar.
It weaves a continuous story. Like I said earlier, there is a plan out there. There's a blueprint out there. The year follows this very, very set cycle that we go through. And when we go through this cycle, is it the same every year to year? No, it's not. But very much some of the same things occur. The graduations in June, early June, late May, everything,
So if you have the blueprint, you're following the map. You're kind of going in with a little more information and a little more empowerment about you. So if you know how to take the proper angle with these challenges and the road that you're on, then you're just,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, it's there. It's there for you to use. You can either fight against the current and think, oh my goodness, why is everything against me? Why is this not working? Well, maybe you're not working with the energy of what's there. That's what Daily Astrocat is all about, and that's what it's there to highlight for you. It highlights where to put your energies and where your energies are kind of wasted in. What's not going to be very productive for you as opposed to what's going to work for you, okay? That's what we're talking about here, and that's what Daily Astrocat is about. That's what it's becoming, and that's what it's going to evolve into.
It's a lot of our own self-discovery, and I hope you all can discover something along with us about yourselves.
Yeah, that's all we got for you. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a happy Astro Week.
Happy Astrocatting.